Today on the channel, we're going to unbox and review from Mattel WWE Superstars Series 13, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Hansel, and today we are going to take a look at WWE Superstars Ricky the Dragon Steamboat from, of course, Mattel. And I did previously unbox Jake the Snake Roberts, and he was fantastic. So far, Series 13 of the Superstars line is looking A-OK. I really like the Jake Roberts figure, which is right back there, and we'll get him out to compare the two. But one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, I think he is really underappreciated, is Ricky Steamboat. Just anytime I watch an interview with a former wrestler or a current wrestler, they say how much they appreciated working with Steamboat. Safe to work with, but man, he could do everything. Ground and pound, aerial, just anything goes with Ricky Steamboat. You can have any kind of match you want. He could work with anybody. But let's go ahead and take a look at this packaging. We get our traditional WWE Superstars Mattel line packaging here. Looks great. Mattel logo there. WWE Superstars there. 8 years of age and over there. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, our nameplate right there. I love the cartoon renditions of of our action figure there. And it does say includes soft, good gear on there. On the back side, it turns to black and white, which is awesome. Series 13 or WWE certified authentic hologram there. Superstars logo there. There we go. We have the black and white drawing of Rick Steamboat. And it says, the dragon, breathing fire, scorch your back. So some sayings that he may have said. And then when our cross-sell is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Eddie Guerrero. Like I mentioned, I have unboxed Jake the Snake Roberts on the channel. Check that out if you would like to. Down here we have warnings, copyrights, label, barcodes, recycling information, website information down there. And that is it. I am going to cut his trap door in him and pull him out that way. Now, I do get 2 of every one of these WWE Superstars, but I still keep the packaging. I just think it's easier to keep track of everything, your accessories, and the artwork. I just love the artwork. Even though I have one that is mint on card, I still keep this one too. All right, I'm going to reach in here, grab Rick Steamboat's plastic coffin, pull him out, and it's that easy. And check out that background. That looks great right there. I love that. Got the fans back there. I see an NWO t-shirt on back there. I don't know if he was around in NWO. I see The Rock. I see a Steve Austin, Ultimate Warrior. I see Hot Rod, Stone Cold. Yeah, so all kinds of shirts going on back there. I don't know if I noticed that before, but they do, and I love it. And the nameplate, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat right there. So we'll set that to the side. And here is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in his plastic coffin. All right, like Jake Roberts, he looks awesome in package. On the back side, we do have our parchment paper that has all of our accessories. So we're going to check that out. Now, as silly as it sounds, I even keep my parchment paper. Can you believe that? So I even keep my parchment paper. And I put all my accessories right back in there. Oh, I tore this one a little bit, but that's all right. A little tape right there. Let's see if I can make it in my garbage can. Yes, I can. All right, let's open this up. And it has tape on it, and I know what is in here. This is going to be his dragon, and he didn't use a big enough piece of parchment paper, so I'm going to have to cut this one up a little bit to get this guy out of here. See if I got enough cut. Yeah, so we get rid of them scissors. And what do we have in here? There's some hands, and here is our dragon, which is nothing but an alligator. And there's our tore up parchment paper, which I will keep it. All right, first thing we're going to look at is our hands, and we're going to get a right and left open hand. You got to have those for Ricky Steamboat. Very nice. And then we're going to get a left and right fist. Left and right fist. Very good. Both of those articulate that way. And then we're going to look at our alligator or a dragon, if you will. And he does have a tie to keep that snout, mouth closed so you don't get bit. But it is all green. Not a lot of paint applications there except for the red kerchief tied around his snout, like I mentioned. He does have yellow eyes, I guess. So even his teeth are painted green. It would have been nice to see a little bit of paint applications. But you know what? Oh, well. So we're going to sit the dragon down right there. And we will turn over Rick Steamboat here and cut his ties. All right, I think I got him cut. So we'll turn Ricky Steamboat back over, grab him by his toe, pull him up, and Rick Steamboat has been resurrected. There he is, empty coffin. Set that down there. Let's go through articulation real quick. It's going to be the same as the rest of them. No up, a little bit of down, left and right, all the way around. Head is removable, so you can mix and match your action figures if you want. You know what? Before we get too much further in here, let's check out this last piece of accessory, which is going to be his shirt right here, or his gi, if you will. So it does have the black belt around it. It is not sewed on to the gi, so do not lose that. But that is Velcro, and that'll go right around his waist. And then we have this sweet looking gi. It does have the RS on there for Ricky Steamboat, and it should come off fairly easy. Now, this does not have Velcro on it. It just uses the black belt to hold his gi closed. So there you go. All red with just the white RS on it. Very nice, very nice. All right, back to articulation. Shoulders go all the way around. Got that single He-Man hinge in there. Not a lot of movement, but enough. Elbows don't quite get a 90-degree angle. Wrist articulated. They go all the way around. That elbow does pivot too. Waist goes all the way around. We got, yes indeed, ball joints on the hips. He can go forward a little bit, back hardly any. He's got knees that, is that a 90? I don't think it's quite a 90, but they also rotate. Upper boot cut and great ankle articulation on a rocker and can flex the toes down. All right, I love it so far. I love it. Looks really, really good. I like the likeness here. I think, yes, even so you can even take his headband off. So I guess that is another accessory, his red headband. So we'll sit that over there. And he looks awesome. He looks really, really good. And, oh, I just love these Superstars lines. They're Walmart exclusive, so you can only get these at Walmart, which is aggravating unless you get them off the secondary market. But they're hard to find. I don't have all of them. I'm missing even a Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant. What was that, second or third line series? But, man, I am looking forward to so many more of these. I want a Hacksaw Jim Duggan and some other guy, Tito Santana. A lot of guys that we don't have that we can get. But I absolutely love this. He looks so good. Let's get out our Jake the Snake. Now, Jake the Snake also had an animal, so you could have your battle of the animals here. And they did have a hell of a stretch of matches, Jake Roberts and Ricky Steamboat did. But, man, how great do those look next to each other. Man, oh, man, what a line. Absolutely fun line. Put his headband back on there. Does he look better with or without his headband? I think I don't know. He looks good both ways. It doesn't matter regardless. Ricky Steamboat is an absolute legend. Now, I'm having a hard time getting him to stand up, though. What else do we have? We have the only other two Rick Steamboats I have is going to be this main event, WrestleMania figure, and he was not good at all, but I'll get him out so we can look at it. These main events are pretty basic, but his complexion was awful in this. Get this packaging out of there. Yeah, I hated that complexion on him. It did not look good at all. But there you go. There's a couple Rick Steamboats, and I have another one. I guess I will get it out. It is going to be in this Coliseum collection with Ted DiBiase. And it is a super, super awesome Coliseum Collection 2-pack. This thing is awesome. I guess I'll take it out right up here, right in front of you. I don't know how that's going to show up on the, of course, on top we have the $1 Million Man, which we don't need him out right now. And here is our Ricky Steamboat. Yes, he looks great. Set him back here for a minute. We're going to put Mr. DiBiase back in there. Put that back in there. I highly recommend these Coliseum collections. You can get them fairly cheap. If you go to MattelCreations.com, these are relatively cheap. I think around $50 right now. So that's 2 ultimate figures, $25 a piece. You can't beat that. So here he is. Here is that Ricky Steamboat. And man, this was a really good one. And I love the Coliseum Collections Ultimate because that just slides right off. And then you pull that out and you can get to your figure now. We will get our packaging out of the way. And all of his accessories are in that bottom little box there. And then you just slide that back over. I realize, I know, I put it backwards. That's okay. We're going to put Steamboat back. But here is my third Ricky Steamboat action figure. And that's all I have as far as Ricky Steamboat goes. But I am in love with these Mattel WWE lines. The main event, not so much. And I kind of stay away from them unless it's just some absolute favorite wrestlers of mine, which Ricky Steamboat is one of my favorites, like Jake the Snake Roberts. But awesome line. Our face sculpts, let's see, definitely not going to be interchangeable. Way bigger on these Coliseum collections. You could probably change this main event line out, but the complexion is so god awful. That looks just terrible complexion on him on that main event. So I would never even display this guy. Matter of fact, I may just give that to my grandson. He likes watching wrestling with me sometimes. But these two right here are going to be hard to beat, and then especially this ultimate Rick Steamboat. The only thing I really want these ultimates to do is make a hula hoop waist, and then we will have great stuff. And then, of course, head articulation. There's not a lot of head articulation on these. But as far as the main event, or I'm sorry, the Superstars line right here, articulation's not that important. We know what we're getting. They're He-Man inspired figures, so you're not getting a lot of articulation, but you're getting great accessories, hands, dragons, snakes, shirts, gis. I mean, they are so awesome, and they just feel so good in hand. Probably, I don't know. I love my NECA horror figures, and it's hard to beat those, especially my Universal Monsters. But, man, these WWE Mattel Superstar action figures are hard to beat. They just feel so good, so nostalgic, too. There's a lot of nostalgia to it. And you're only getting our legends for the most part. We do have a few kind of current guys, but not very many. Most of these guys that's coming out in the Superstars line are absolute 110% legend, Hall of Fame caliber characters. But that's going to be it. I can't say enough good things about this Superstars line. But for Mattel, for WWE Superstars, for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, until next time, oh yeah.